Hey guys, welcome to Frank's Handyman. Today we're going to be watching a little bit of multiple things that we are doing. We're going to be starting off by running on a cable that we need to use to make sure that we still put down a couple of little lamps here in the pots, as you can see. He's going to be using zip ties, that way the wire stays connected to the pole. And he's gonna be running it from this side all the way across, from end to end, all the way to the wire box. Once he got it fully across, all he's doing here is just making sure it doesn't get super tangled up. He started cutting the tips to the wire, that way he's able to connect it to the electrical box. And as you can see, he tested it out and the light turned on. Once we got one light down, we moved on to the next one. As you can tell, these cables are pretty long, so we really had to do a pretty good way to hide it. We dug a little trench, and then that way we could put in the remaining of the cable and then just hide it under the dirt. That way there's just not cables everywhere. Once hiding all the cables, we focused on connecting everything now to the electrical box. Once he ensured that everything worked and all the lights turned on, he started finalizing everything together. Only thing remaining was to make sure that the cable that was running across wasn't hanging, so he had to ensure to screw it on. Once getting done with everything, he did a final test to make sure that it worked, and as you can see here, all the lights are on. He was pretty happy about the job that he did. So once we got done with this, we ended up moving on to the next item. The next item to do was to put a cover on this. As you could see, there was none. So we had to ensure to put some tape behind that blends in with the wall. Once he ensured on putting down the tape, he put down also the cover. He screwed it on, and we're gonna be also painting it. Since that was a pretty small task and it got done pretty fast, he moved on to doing some shelves. He's going to be doing some shelves vertically, as you can see here. And they're gonna be 4 feet wide. Right now, he's just making sure that he's finding wood behind the wall. Once he ensured there was, he put down the rails and as well made sure that they were leveled. And then screwed everything in together. There's gonna be 2 rails on this side. It'll be a top shelf and a bottom shelf. Once he got done putting down the other 2 shelves, he moved on to these next 2 that we will be putting on, as well as he's going to be putting on a first aid kit right here. He's just making sure everything will be leveled. Once he gets done putting down the aid kit, what he realizes that he's going to have to cut down the board, the wood board, because from this side, it's not 4 feet wide, it's a little bit shorter. So he's going to have to make sure to cut them down. Once he cuts down the boards, all he will have to do again is redo the same steps of putting down the rails and making sure that they're screwed on. And make sure that it's pretty firm. Once making sure it's leveled, now the board will go on top and this will be done. Thank you for watching and see you next one.